Once upon a time, in a small, poor village, there was a boy named Kieran. He had nothing but a big dream of a bright future, one that could overcome all the hardships his poor family was enduring. Kieran lived in a farming family, where his parents worked hard every day to feed the family. Despite this, Kieran always felt a strong belief that he could achieve something greater, break free from the cycle of poverty that surrounded him. The hardship years. When Kieran was young, he often had big questions in his mind about life and the world around him. He couldn't understand why the rich lived so easily, while his family struggled daily just to make ends meet. Kieran dreamed that one day, he would change his family's life and give his parents a more comfortable life. He aspired to be educated and become a civil engineer, building monumental structures to help the community where he grew up. However, life was not easy for Kieran. His family couldn't afford to provide him with proper education. He only had an old oil lamp and a worn-out notebook that his mother bought for him last year. The family's meals often consisted of rice and vegetables, sometimes with a little dried fish. But Kieran did not let these difficulties stop him. He knew that to achieve his goal, he needed great perseverance and determination. Every night, when the rest of the family had gone to sleep, Kieran would sit under the dim light of the oil lamp to study. He didn't have the textbooks that his friends had, but he had intelligence and determination. Kieran would draw building plans, imagining the grand buildings he would construct in the future. He sketched every detail, from columns to roofs, from rooms to staircases. Gradually, Kieran developed his skills in design and began learning more about construction projects. Advice from a friend. Even though Kieran didn't have the best learning conditions, he always tried to learn from any source available. One day, while Kieran was sitting in the yard drawing design plans, a friend of his named Huang came over and asked, "Kieran, don't you get tired? You're poor, and yet you still dream of things that seem so far away. How can you achieve this dream when everything around you is against it?" Kieran paused, looked at Huang, and smiled. Dreams aren't far away, Huang. They are a part of our lives. No matter how poor we are or how many difficulties we face, dreams are what drive us to live, to move forward each day. Being poor doesn't mean you can't achieve your dream. It's just a challenge we must overcome. Huang looked at Kieran in surprise, but said nothing more. His friend just shook his head and walked away. But in Kieran's heart, he knew he would never give up. Each day, he would continue to study and strive toward his dream. Turning points. Years passed, and Kieran stayed true to his dream. Despite the difficulties, he never gave up on his studies. Every day, Kieran sought ways to improve himself and learn from those around him. He spent time reading books from the village library, learning about construction techniques from old books. He researched famous buildings worldwide, learning how they built massive structures. One day, when Kieran was in his final year of high school, an unexpected opportunity came his way. A nonprofit organization launched a scholarship program for poor students with outstanding academic achievements. Kieran decided to apply, knowing the chances were slim. But he didn't give up. He wrote an application for the scholarship, pouring all his passion and determination into it, explaining his dream of becoming a civil engineer and helping his family escape poverty. On the day the scholarship results were announced, Kieran received a call he had been selected. This was the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity he could seize to change his life. He felt an overwhelming sense of joy. But Kieran knew that his journey had only just begun, the path of learning and success. After receiving the scholarship, Kieran embarked on a new life in the city. He attended a prestigious university, surrounded by excellent teachers and brilliant students. However, Kieran didn't allow himself to relax or feel content. He kept his unwavering faith in his dream and continued to study hard every day. Every day, Kieran felt his dream becoming more attainable. He learned a great deal of new knowledge, honed his design and construction skills. He also participated in community projects, helping people in need. He started creating small but meaningful projects that brought joy and positive change to the community. After graduation, Kieran began working at a large construction company. People at the company were amazed by his creativity and passion. Kieran quickly rose through the ranks, and just a few years later, he became one of the top engineers in the company, overcoming great challenges. After starting his job at the construction company, Kieran didn't stop there. He continued to learn and improve his skills. Even though he had a stable job and a good income, Kyron still faced significant challenges. His job required creativity and the ability to solve complex technical problems. The projects he worked on were large in scale, requiring great attention to detail and precision. There could be no mistakes. Every decision Kyron made impacted not only the construction project, but also thousands of people's lives. This was a great responsibility. But Kyron always reminded himself that these challenges would help him grow and achieve lasting success in the future. Kyron began working on projects to build housing for the poor. These buildings not only brought material benefits, but also had deep humanistic value. Kyron wanted to build homes that were beautiful, but also offered a better life for the poor, helping them escape from substandard living conditions. Kyron's company started receiving large projects from international organizations, and he was given the responsibility of managing these major construction projects. Each project was a challenge, but Kyron never gave up. He always found creative ways to apply new technologies and optimize the construction process to deliver the best results. However, things didn't always go smoothly. There were times when projects were delayed, costs exceeded the budget, or unexpected work accidents occurred. Kyron had to face a lot of pressure in his work. But instead of getting discouraged, he saw these challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. Every time he encountered difficulty, Kyron reminded himself, nothing valuable comes easily, and only perseverance and determination will help me overcome these challenges. A dream come true. Kyron's relentless efforts were eventually rewarded. After many years of hard work and persistence, he was promoted to the position of CEO at the construction company. Kyron had begun to build a reputation in the construction industry, not only because of his talent, but also because of his vision and passion for the field. What made Kyron happiest was not his personal success, but the change he had brought to the community. The homes he built were not only beautiful and modern, but also provided many poor families with a more stable life. Kyron had realized his big dream, not only becoming a great civil engineer, but also making a positive impact on society. Kyron built not just strong structures, but also valuable relationships in life. He always kept a kind heart, never forgetting his roots and where he came from. No matter how successful he became, Kyron always remembered the hard days, the challenges he had overcome, and the moments when he wondered if his dream could survive poverty. Today, he could look back on his journey with pride, knowing he had taken the right path. The lessons from dreams and poverty. From Kyron's story, we can draw many valuable lessons about pursuing dreams and overcoming poverty. Dreams are an inner strength. Dreams are not just desires, but also the drive that helps us overcome all challenges. Despite life's hardships, dreams are the only thing that can guide us through dark days. Kyron didn't let poverty stop him, and his dream led him through every obstacle. Perseverance is the key to success. Kyron never gave up on his dream, even in difficult circumstances. Perseverance in learning and constant effort are the key factors to achieving your goals. Success doesn't come instantly. It takes time and patience. Nothing is impossible. When you dare to dream, you must also dare to believe that you can achieve that dream. Kyron proved that no dream is too far if you have enough faith in yourself and keep going without giving up. See challenges as opportunities. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. Instead of fearing or getting discouraged, look at challenges as opportunities for personal growth. Every failure is a valuable lesson that helps you grow stronger and better. Dreams change not only your life, but others' lives too. Your dreams can bring not only personal benefits, but also change the lives of others. Like Kyron, when you achieve success, you can help the community, create value for society, and make the world a better place. Endless opportunities. After becoming CEO of the construction company, Kyron didn't stop at his initial achievements. He understood that the road to success has no end, and there are always new opportunities to seize. One significant opportunity came when a large international corporation invited Kyron to join a sustainable urban development project in a major city. This was a major turning point that opened a new chapter in his career. This project required not only construction knowledge, but also a deep understanding of the environment, society, and sustainable development. Kyron realized that to succeed in this project, he needed not only creativity, but also to learn a lot about new technologies, green development trends, and social impacts. He didn't hesitate to invest time and effort in learning and preparing. He enrolled in online courses, read books about environmentalism, innovation, and sustainable development, He didn't just want to complete the project well. He also wanted to make a positive impact on the community and the future generations. Kyron succeeded, not only in helping the company win the major contract, but also in proving his far-reaching vision and leadership skills. This project not only brought economic value, but also improved the quality of life for thousands of residents in the area. The sustainable buildings Kyron worked on created a model for green urban development that many other cities have learned from and adopted. The journey of a leader. Over time, Kyron became more than just a civil engineer. He became a true leader, capable of setting directions and building long-term strategies for the company. Throughout his work, Kyron always tried to create a creative working environment and encourage the development of his employees. He firmly believed that the success of a company is not only based on one outstanding individual, but also on the unity and effort of the entire team. Kyron placed great emphasis on training and developing talent. Each year, the company organizes specialized training programs for its employees, providing opportunities for everyone to learn and grow professionally. Kyron wasn't just a leader, he was also a mentor, guiding new engineers to grow and improve themselves. He constantly encouraged them to create innovative ideas and apply them to real work. Thanks to his sharing and support, the company became one of the leading firms in the construction industry, known for its unique and sustainable projects. At the same time, Kyron remained committed to helping the community. With the success he had achieved, he never forgot those who had helped him along the way. Kyron established a charity fund to help poor students get an education and assist families in need. He became an ideal role model for many, not only because of his successful career, but also because of his compassionate heart and generosity. Legacy of dreams. Kyron now has a happy family with his supportive wife and children full of hope for the future. He knows that to continue his journey, he must pass on his dreams and lessons to the next generation. Kyron began sharing his story with his children, teaching them the values of hard work and perseverance. He hopes that his children will understand that, no matter where they start from, as long as they have a dream and determination, they can go anywhere and do anything they want. Kyron always teaches them that success is not just about achieving personal goals, but also about positively changing the world. Final advice and motivation. Today, Kyron lives a fulfilled life, no longer worrying about the basics of survival. He has helped thousands of people, built modern structures, and contributed to changing the landscape of the country. Kyron never forgets the hard nights studying under an oil lamp, the hardships he went through. He knows that those challenges helped him grow and led him to where he is today. Kyron always remembers the words his friend Hoang once said. Being poor doesn't mean you can't achieve your dreams. Dreams are not determined by where you start, but by whether you dare to pursue them. If you persevere, never give up, and keep learning, your dreams will come true. Motivational advice. Dreams may be tested by poverty, but if you don't give up, they will survive and become reality. Don't let poverty or your current circumstances stop you. Dreams do not discriminate between the rich and poor. They only discriminate against those who lack the courage to pursue them. Always remember that each day you live is an opportunity to move closer to your dream. Keep striving, keep pushing forward, and never give up. When you look back, you will see that all the struggles and challenges were just part of the journey that led you to success. Your dream will never be too far if you have faith and determination. Let your dream be your motivation, and nothing will stop you. Never forget, there is nothing impossible